Okay, champions. Today we'll be talking about Bitcoin once again. So currently Bitcoin is on the path towards 55K, seems like it. And I've made a post in Twitter. So that's about 2 weeks ago, 23rd August, where I stated that Bitcoin would move towards the 55K in the next few weeks. And it seems like we are getting the price target at this point. Okay, so currently the red line, as you can see here, is the lower parallel of this pitchfork. Okay, this pitchfork is the method that I use to trade Bitcoin, and currently is trying to test below it, but I'm not predicting any lower lows at this point in time. Okay, I'm just currently sticking to my previous prediction in my YouTube, stating that price will go up and down this red line. Okay, as it's trying to build its course for the next leg up. Okay, so I'm predicting some kind of all-time highs in the next few months, but it won't come so fast. It will take about a few more months. Okay, so what really happened today was that Bitcoin first began the day, from the bounce from yesterday. So if what we got yesterday was a very nice pattern here where price bounced off the red color line, which is a lower parallel of this pitchfork, and it went up towards around 58K. So that was a very nice bounce. But it seems like today Bitcoin went back down to the red line again, and seems like it's trying to break below it. Okay. What I predicted in the past in the past few days was that price would go up and down this red line. So it might go to 55K, okay, and then go back up and go back down again, creating a trading range at the bottom here. So that was what I was expecting in the next few weeks. Okay, around the price of 57K to 60K, and could go all the way down to 55K, right? So that's the prediction that I have for Bitcoin in the next few days. Also, what happened today was also a fundamental event, So Bitcoin is also affected by macro factors. So as you know, this guy I follow in Twitter is pretty good, Charlie Bielo, if I can pronounce his name right. So basically, what happened today was there was a employment report from the US stating that only a 99K private sector jobs was added in August, versus I believe the actual the predicted number was 144K. So yeah, there's a very huge deviation from the expectation, and it shows that the economy in the US is severely suffering at this point. Okay, and the fear of recession is what's causing equities to crash alongside Bitcoin. And as you know, Bitcoin it's very reactive towards the S&P. Okay, so we have the S&P 500 right now here, and yeah, it is trying to test a median line that I've drawn in the S&P, but there's a different video. Okay, because there's a lot of things to talk about here, but basically Bitcoin has retraced, okay, because it reacted to the S&P 500, which is the general index fund to represent the US market. And the S&P is heavily affected by macro events like this, right? The employment report, where the actual number was 99K versus the predicted number, okay, which is 144. So that was a huge deviation. Also, there's another thing that happened today, not just the NFP, the non-farm employment, I'm sorry, the NF employment change, okay? So other than this number, there was also the OPEC news. If you were to follow oil news, so something happened today regarding OPEC. So basically, you know what OPEC is? It's actually a group of countries which produce oil, okay, oil producing countries. And what they did today was that they of them, okay, have agreed to extend their voluntary production cuts. Okay, so basically, what is stating that is trying to create a supply problem within the oil market. Okay, as a result of that, if you check the price of oil, it actually went up quite significantly. Okay, natural gas, natural gas specifically, okay, has went up significantly. So there's also another thing that added to the fears of recession is that prices of natural gas goes up, okay, and it makes businesses more expensive to operate, okay. So that's the fear right now that's being caused in the market. So that's the cause, okay? Yeah, so basically the OPEC news. There's also things like, okay, yeah, there's also another warning that I have here. Basically, yeah, OPEC agrees to delay the output increase, basically creating the the supply problem within the oil market. Okay, so yeah, and also not only that, we also had the jobless claims today. Okay, and it was below expectation. So the actual number, I believe it is this one. So this is the unemployment claims. Okay, and yeah, there is a 231K forecasted, and instead we got 227. So it's around the same as predicted. So I don't think that will have affected the market that much. I think the primary issue today is this ADP non-farm employment change. Okay, and the OPEC surprise OPEC news. Okay, that was the primary reason why there was a shock to the market. Okay, and this is what is going on with Bitcoin today. All right, so Bitcoin is basically just reacting to the news of the employment and oil, and this is nothing to do with crypto itself. Okay, it's just a reaction by the market due to this news that affect the US market, which is, by the way, the largest market in the world. Okay, so yeah, other than these macro factors, I don't really see a major technical problem with Bitcoin. Okay, even if price goes down to 55K, which I have predicted before in my Twitter. Okay, I don't expect a severe breakdown in the structure of Bitcoin. Okay, I don't expect a breakdown all the way to the all-time lows, which is below the 49. Yeah, at least the lows of this structure here. So I don't expect Bitcoin to go below this. Okay, so yeah, basically just macro driven today. Not too surprising. Okay, because I mean we have been expecting bad numbers from the employment report lately. So what happened today was, it's not that surprising. Okay, but it did affect Bitcoin in some way. Yeah. So yeah, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe my YouTube and also look at my Twitter account. That's where all my latest news are being posted. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.